Hello, hello, hello. We are getting ready. We'll be with you shortly. Just stay tuned. Thanks for watching. You got anything to say, Jimmy? Is your mic working?
Testing.
Your mic is not on. Turn it on.
It's on.
Is it on? Oh, I see what the problem is. Hold on. Right, do that tune once it's plugged in, right? And then that'll test if the audio's okay. We're just doing our vocal warm-ups, everybody. Unique New York. Unique New York. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan. Right, you ready? Alright, let's hear your tune. Oh, hang on, I've got to turn this up as well. Alright.
Oh my god.
Let's hear your tune now.
Skiggity biggity diggity skiggity biggity. Yeah?
Sounds good. Wow!
Ah, my god. Type one we did.
Was this HCCEU? We're unmuted, by the way. Whilst we've got a few minutes while we wait for our players, you might as well tell the story. Right,
It was just, yeah, when we were halfway through one of the streams where we were told you want to keep breaks to a minimum, if at all, so don't have any breaks.
This was the producer saying this?
Yeah, so I was trying not to say during a cast, can we turn this down in our ears? Because every time you go, wow, it was absolutely piercing through my
I can actually see that it's too loud. Right, hang on, let me adjust my mic a little bit more. Yeah, that's better now.
Wow!
No, it's your mic. Your mic's too loud. Okay, I'm actually watching viewers disappear by the second. Right, we've only got 2 minutes till we go live, folks. 2 minutes till we go live.
No comments about the missing square bracket.
What? Oh, yeah, well, I'm not changing it now. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I got... Alright, listen, we've got a minute to go. Shall we just go live, Jabroni, and see what folk are saying?
Are we in the lobby?
We are not. Well, we haven't even started the show yet. But you're right. Yeah, let's see if our teams are ready, because they did ask for a bit of a delay. So okay, we'll just check that first before we go live.
On delay.
Okay, it says maps are about to begin. Our match is about to begin. Oh boy. Right, okay, well let's move that over there so you can talk about it in a second, Jabroni, whilst I get ready to start the show. Right, so hang on, I've got to bring... No, I won't. I'll bring that up later. Here we go, let's transition. Perlindine. No, it's not. It's Heroes Lounge. My name's Halloween, and as ever, to my left is...
Jabroni.
And we will be your casters tonight between a best of 3 series.
BO3.
BO3, between Avada Kadablyat. Bliat? I don't know how to pronounce it properly, but I've always called him Avada Kedavra, which is, of course, the Harry Potter curse of death, which is a good thing to throw at your enemies if you're wanting to win in a death match. And who are they up against?
They are against Team Below Average, Div1.
That is right.
Casters, exclamation mark. Oh, no, yep.
No, you're just reading the stream title. There we go. But we are live here for Division 1 action. So, I mean, this is the epitome of the amateur league here in Europe, just leading and feeding straight into the HGC Open Division. And as some of you may know, Jabroni and I recently been picked up for the HGC EU to show those games. So I mean, we've been following Skog's support in our last series. Before I carry on with that conversation, Asgore85, thank you very much for following. You've now just been awarded some points, which you can now use on the competitions, which we will do once we get into the draft. But and there's Mantis of Avada Kadablyat. So thanks very much. He's been very prominent on Twitter recently as well, which is good. I don't know what his Twitter name is, but I'm sure you can find it somewhere, which is good. If you do hashtag HeroesLounge, that's the hash to check. Anyway, so what maps have been banned?
Oh, the maps have been banned. Dragonshire, of course, has been banned, and everyone's favourite hated map, Braxis, has been banned as well. And guess where we're going to?
Where are we going to?
Everybody's favourite map. Everybody picks this map. Everybody plays this map. It's Infernal Shrine.
Oh, wow. So, Infernal Shrines, similar to Battlefield of Eternity, only in concept, because, of course, it is a 3-lane map. 3-lane maps. What can you tell us about that?
What, it's got 3 lanes?
Well, what can you talk about with that map? Is it your favourite map?
It's not my favourite map, but it's a map that we always see. Everybody has played this map. You will have played this map, even if you've only played the game for like 5 games. But yeah, it's quite a big map. A lot of teams can pick this map because they like to out macro the opponent. And you know, we normally see this as a second pick because I think some teams who get a read on the other team are like, well, we can actually body them in just the macro play. We can body them in the team fight. We're going to just do what we want. And this map allows for either. So we see stacking heroes. You can see global heroes. You can see an amalgamation of heroes.
Amalgamation of heroes. Well, what I am being told is that AK Mantis that just followed is in fact just a memer, but he's the team manager for Avada Kedavra at the moment, so that's very exciting. So, I mean, I'm not familiar with Team Below Average. I wouldn't know if they were in Heroes Lounge in Season 6 or not, but they're new to me, so I'm looking forward to seeing how they play. It would be interesting to see, because I don't know if Avada Kadablyat have went into or attempted to go into the Open Division before to have a play at going for any of the cups. But of course, you know, we're about halfway through the leagues right now in HGC Open Division, and we're only on round 2. This is a round 2 game for HeroesLounge. So I mean, it's all to play for in HeroesLounge, and it's all to play for on the HGC Open Division as well. But it's I say this because a surprising amount of Division 1 in HeroesLounge is actually competing in the Open Division at the moment, which is just great to see, because HeroesLounge was always designed to be the place to give you the esports competitive edge that you were looking for when playing this game, and we're definitely seeing that players are getting that kind of exposure, and that's what we were looking for. So, yay.
The incubator, if you will.
The incubator.
If you watch.
That's a good way of putting it.
What do you call it? Silicon Valley.
Silicon Valley.
Speaking about incubators,
Mm-hmm.
one of the players from last season is now GM number 1. One of the players from the Senior Citizen Club last season is GM number 1.
Aribanai. Did he actually make number 1?
I checked it today. I checked it
Wow.
today when I was at work, and I was like, I wonder where he is.
He was at number 2. Then I saw him go down to like 4 or 5, and I thought, well, he's not gonna get further than that. But wow, he's made it
He
to
had
GM
little
number
faith.
1.
Yeah.
That is incredible. No, we're okay. Everything's still okay in the studio there.
Lean
Nothing
back
collapsed.
a tiny bit.
Oh
God.
no, it's all gonna break. No, we're okay.
Cut the commercial.
By the way, well, we can do that. By the way, the audience at home, if you could acknowledge and let us know that our audio levels are okay, because we have it kind of set and it stays the way it is. I should probably mark it once we know what it is, because it's been the same way for like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of casting. But then something changed recently, and we changed it, and then it's you know, it's been too risky ever since then. By the way, I noticed that Joy K is in the audience watching just now. Hi Joy. I was meant to be casting with her again tomorrow. Jabroni was going to be absent. Where were you going to be? Away, just absent.
We'll go with just that.
Yeah, so he was going to be away, so it was going to be Joy filling in for him. But unfortunately, hang on, that's not transitioning. There we go. But unfortunately, the game has been moved to Sunday, so we have to. What's going on here? What is that? Right. Okay. So we're moving into the draft. The first game of our best of 3 series between Avada Kadablyat and Team Below Average. On the left, of course, Adava, and on the right, Below Average. What can they do, Jabroni?
Is that a strong wind coming through? Because I think we've just hit the draft.
Whoa!
It is. The betting is now live as well.
That's it, folks. That is it. So, if you have points from following this channel or just watching up until this point, you will now be able to type !bet space A space the amount of points you want to bet if you think Avada Kadablyat are going to come out swinging in this series. However, if you think Team Below Average have the edge, well then, I can't. Oh, we used to swap cameras, but we don't do that anymore, do we? Oh, no. Okay, well then, you type !bet space B space the amount of points you'd like to bet, and we shall see. Look, maybe I could do the chewing on glasses image, and then we'll just see who wins. So, and if you don't know how many points you've got, type !points, and your points can be used to buy raffle tickets for our giveaway, which has been going for about a month. We just never ended it.
Oh my days.
But we should. Right, what's happening in the draft?
So,
Brody?
Azmodan has been banned. He was recently reworked, and we're playing on the live patch, guys. Azmodan, who previously did see some play on this map, is now a bit more of a prominent figure, because he stacks and stacks, and he globes, and he can poke your team down, and he can throw things on your team, because he knows where they're going to be. There's only one camp on the field. I know where he's going to be. I'm going to throw a globe. There's only one minion left to take. They're going to be taking that minion. I'm going to throw the globe on them. So they get rid of him. Easy peasy. Lemon, Asmodeezy. Then Diablo has been banned. Counter ban. This is a Johnny Wallbanger of such, who gets a lot of value on the Shrinal area because there's a lot of walls. He can go unstoppable if he wants to. He can wombo combo if he wants to. And a lot of people play this guy as a main, so it's good to get rid of him if you think that's coming in the draft. Get rid of him. Then a Genji. Genji has seen a lot of bans, but a lot of teams don't play a Genji.
That's the second. So that's, I think, it looks like, because of the size of the biceps that are being banned here, the Below Average are looking to get rid of the muscle That's
Get
what
rid.
I'm saying,
Oh yeah, maybe they are. Maybe they're more into the kind of body weight workout stuff rather than
their core. They're all about the core rather than the biceps.
So Garage Band and Diablo.
Now, someone that swings a big weight around is Urel. So I mean that is a good counter selection to the bad body image shaming that is coming out of Team Below Average right now. I would say, just spitting ballpark thoughts here.
I've just been called out because I said I had shaved. Look, this is proper trim now.
What's this?
My beard. I got it trimmed. I was in the hairdresser in there, and she was like, "Do you want to get your beard trimmed?" And I was like, "Yes, please," because I look like a scruffy wildling. And then I walked out of there. I was like, "I had a beard trim. This is the best day of my life." Right. So back to the draft.
I like going to a Turkish barber for that. Like, it's really good.
That's where I thought that was where I was going to have to go, but no, thankfully, a hairdresser does it. Right. Murden picked. Raynor and Azmodan. That's a pick and a ban. Who'd have thought 2 months ago that this would ever be happening? Raynor is just a hero that has a lot of range, and a lot of people don't respect that range. So what do you do? You go the Shohana.
So we're in a feminist regime at the moment. We're seeing Adava Kadablyat taking Johanna, who also has a good undercut. See how shaved this is at the side? That's what Johanna's went for, and that's what we're seeing Adava Kadablyat go for right now. And Jaina, by the way, if anyone's noticed, there's this new Warbringer series which Blizzard have been putting out. You've been seeing that?
I started watching the Jaina one, but it's a song. I was like, I ain't about that, so I turned it off.
Do you know who Joy, the girl that was casting with me at the last one, she did the song. She actually sung it into Twitter. She didn't do that performance of it, but she's done her own cover and put it on Twitter. So if anyone's interested in watching a Heroes Lounge caster sing Warbringer songs, then you can check her out on I Am Joy K at Twitter, which is good. Back
to the draft.
Back to the draft. What's been banned?
Back to the draft.
Back to the draft. Yeah, what's been banned?
So Phoenix has been banned. You're getting rid of an A guy. What's going on here? We have got rid of Phoenix. Then Deckard, because you must have a healer in mind. You've got a healer in mind, and it's not Deckard. You don't want him to pair up with that Jimmy Raynor, and they go the Stukov.
So we're seeing Dr. Silence until he makes his tenure in this game, and Chromie, long range damage.
Who's seen a lot of bans. That patch that changes her is not live, I'm pretty sure.
It's not live?
So, which I've seen, somebody told me that she's been called trash or dead after the upcoming patch. So they're getting a last chance at Chromie to make some things happen with her before she inevitably dies, and Stukov has a lot of shrine control because he puts his things down.
I was going to get Joy to appear behind you and scare you, but she's just a mirage. She's gone. So there we go. Raynor, Ancestral Healing, and Greymane with...
Raynor has Ancestral Healing?
No, I said Rhaegar.
Oh, I don't think he did. I'm going to go back.
Okay, well, it's Rhaegar.
Getting confirmation from the studio.
Oh, well, see, we don't actually have our producer in this series, but she will be back when we do HCC on Monday. Are we doing that on Monday? Or is it on a break?
It's a break.
2-week break? Yeah.
We were on a break! Name the film / TV series.
It's Friends, and it's Ross and Rachel. So we've got Dehaka, who will grow with Essence. Now, I think Dehaka is going to have a hard time solo laning against Urel until level 7. But we shall see how this goes. Who do you favour in the draft so far, if you have to pick one?
I think it's got to be...
Who's it got to be?
I don't know, because the Raynor keeps catching people out,
and
you've got the global, and then I'm gonna go on the right hand side. I'm gonna go below average because of the global, because of the Raynor, because of the Chromie, because of the. I'm gonna have to do it.
Now the thing is, I've got a lot of time and effort for Team Adava Kadablyat, who are hilarious. However, I think I'm going to agree with you. In this first game of our best of 3 series, I'm going to also go for Team Below Average. I think they got the better draft. Let's see how well they can execute it. Because, of course, that's what it ultimately comes down to.
I'm second-guessing myself now. I don't know what to do. But yeah.
Know. Mantis is saying Chromie is a disgusting hero.
So, yeah.
So, let's see.
I don't think
Gabriel's calling you out in the chat that he thought you'd shaved. Was that what you were talking about earlier?
No, I got a trim, is what I probably said, but people don't listen to me, even though I am a very highly skilled Heroes of the Storm player. They need to listen, is what I'd say.
What do they need to listen to? Your beard?
No, people just don't listen to me. But let's get back in to the game.
Okay, so would you like to introduce Team Below Average here on the right?
We have Diet on the Chromie, Zago on Dahaka, Caps playing Stukov on a nice greeny green font tint.
Okay.
There is a Blinks on another hero, but you're not showing me them, so I'm just going to have to guess it's the Rainer. Nope. Gilroy's is on the Rainer, and Blinks is on the Muradin.
Okay, and on the left we have Team Adava Kadablyat with Murky on tour on Greymane. We have Nimzgizg on the Johanna. We have Makel. These names are impossible to pronounce at speed. Sorry about this. On the Jaina, we've got Pocahontas on Rhaegar, and running up top lane there is Gokul as Urel. So let's see how they get on with the 5-man scrap in mid lane. Looking at level 1 talents as well. Everything looked pretty standard to you there, Jabroni?
I think it is. Joanna going for the, I'm pretty sure that's called Laws of Hope. Whatever it is called, it is the heal at level 1. Stacking talent for Muradin. And obviously Dahaka's Essency boy. And Rainer is going to look for somebody to slow down the enemy heroes, because his level 1 procs when people are slowed, I'm pretty sure.
It procs when people are slow. Yes, indeed. If you take that talent, which
he did.
Which he did. Execution. Ace in the hole, sorry. Executioner is level 20. There we go. So, what we're seeing here is a bit of a stalemate as teams do their rotation mid and bottom. I think camps will be looking attractive at this point.
Ooh.
See how it goes. Yeah, it looks like Below Average are looking to take their camp. They're going to be the first one to do it.
So they do. Stukov
Marky on tour. Is he going to go for theirs? No, right. So they're going to answer it after they clear this one.
But they do know. The blue team do know, because Joanna did an aggressive position. Like you said about the camps being picked up. Normally you'd get a Rhaegar peeling off to just pull those camps straight away. But it looks maybe the call has come out. They're just going to match it and use that opportunity to push the blue wave up to the keep wall? No, fort wall. Sorry, boys.
That's it. Caps was a little aggressive there. It'd be interesting to see what happens if he does that sort of thing again. But anyway, in top lane, as I say, it is Urel versus Dahaka. Now, surprisingly, Urel taking more damage than I thought she would be, because Dahaka's not as...
I think it's alright. It's obviously not ideal, but it's alright to take damage with Urel, because you can just heal up. You don't have any other issues. So just keep doing what you're doing. And yeah, look, if you look at the bar at the top, she's back to near full health.
Yeah, she can do her thing with a chicken wing.
Joanna's just chasing down Stukov. Oh, Mass IQ comes out from the Jaina, and they're just diving in. That ring of the Blizzard was such a good zone in Blizzard.
Yeah.
You're like, I can't walk through that because I'm just going to take damage. But
Murky on tour took a horrific amount of damage there, by the way. He's lucky to be alive.
He's not lucky. It was calculated.
It was calculus.
Big Blind comes out. He'll have to blinks a few times before he'll be able to auto attack again.
It's pronounced Guckle and Nomisix. That's what the True Eagle 24 is trying to tell us in chat. Thank you very much for that. But you know, if you could do it phonetically so that we could see how to pronounce it, that would be even juicier. In top left, we're seeing Murky on tour. Pocahontas going for the Fallen Shaman camp. Now that's going to provide an excellent amount of pressure against Below Average, who are already on point, but they're going to have to come off to clear that, or at least leave Dahaka up there to clear it, which means it's going to be a 5-on-4 on point. So Urel's going to be first in. Dahaka's ignoring top lane push, and he's coming in to join his allies.
Blinks his half health, gets knocked back, and Zago has to drop his essence, but he gets a tongue on the Greymane. The Greymane can't get out because he gets stunned afterwards, and deed done. That's a dead Greymane.
And that's all she wrote as they back out. It's 13-10. It's very close in terms of Guardian deaths at this point on the Shrine. So we're just waiting to see what happens here. But they are at a disadvantage without... I mean, that's a primary damage, really, isn't it, Greymane?
I mean, you don't want to go in. You don't want to go back in, because all you're going to do is snowball a few deaths. So they've opted to take bot soak, force rotation from Rainer. They could even go in now, because it has actually taken a long time to clear this with just a Stukov and a Chromie and a Muradin. And with Rainer gone bottom lane and shown bottom lane, trading out with the Jaina, they may fancy themselves. Nah, they can't. It's four little boys.
4 little Indians. Is there a song called that?
I don't think. I think you're thinking of it.
Ciproni needs to back up from that mic a wee bit or turn down the volume slightly. Okay, well what I'll do is I'll turn your mic down just a little bit.
Do that.
That's what I will do. Right.
Now I'm going to lean closer. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'll turn it down just a wee bit more. Actually, I think that's what it was. But thank you for the audio feedback from the audience there.
What a G.
John Cena jumps the gate. He's taking a lot of damage, which is very, very, very good. Even though they won this objective, they only got one tower. That is
tower on the wall.
Amazing.
Difficult to do that, but you're just allowing this Chromie to stack, and you don't want to overcommit because you've managed to pull away and experience a little, so you don't want to overcommit and lose the game.
So Chromie's sitting at 16 stacks. It's quite.
I don't mean lose the game. I mean lose the advantage.
Losing the game because of the advantage.
Losing the advantage, which could lose you the game. Yeah, you're right.
That is right. Right. Look at me, Mr.
Dismount coming out from...
Pronunciation of the Jaina is moo-kill. Like a cow does moo.
And sorry,
a chicken does what?
Nomasics.
What does a chicken do though?
I didn't say. Oh, cheep, 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 cheep.
That's it. A chicken does that, but we do moo-kill.
That's this is good value for moo-kill. Putting the blizzard down to clear the wave, and Murden was in it, so she's just going to be able to stack some more germ towards her Isoblow.
That is it. Murky onto her a little bit too far forward as Glirios gets good damage there. Diet smashes.
They fancy it. They fancy it. They have minions tanking all the shots. Greymane dives in, but silence comes down from Stukov, stopping any further advancement, and they're going. Wow! Did you see how long that thing was?
The creepy arm underground burrow.
What's it called? Stukov. Is it a sack? A Stukov sack.
Oh, you mean the bio kill switch?
The thing he throws out. Yeah, it's like a sack of
pustule.
Yeah,
it's called a pustule.
Pustule sack. So it's Stukov sack.
What are the Chromie stacks is what I'm being asked. They're currently at 23 out of 60. Level 10's being dropped, and we're seeing Slowing Sands, Muradin's Avatar, we're seeing the Flailing Swipe, Dahaka still to choose, and Raynar. Raynar has now picked the Raiders. Yeah, and we've got Isolation from Dahaka. So we're just waiting to see what the counter picks are on the side of Adava. Kadablyat.
This is good for
Go for the throat, Ring of Frost, Captain America, Argent Defender. And what's Rhaegar going to come out with?
It's got to be Ancestral, right?
If it's Bloodlust, that would be mental.
It would be cool to see.
Yeah, just like we always want to see Reign of Destruction from Gul'dan, but we never do see it. Which, you know, when Blizzard gets feedback on things like that, they try to make other builds more attractive. And to do that, they often have to make incredible changes.
Just thrown out there, did anyone see the Joanna? Just mad props to Joanna. Popping the D before Stukov's silence actually hit. Just walking out of there.
We've got to give you practice on changing your wording for that. We got into trouble from Blizzard.
What was it?
Oh, we got a pause. We got a pause, but that's cool. It gives the audience time to appreciate that Capucci is now following. So thank you very much, Capucci, for following. You've now just been awarded 10 points here at Halloween Heroes for you to use on competitions, guests, things like that. And if you type exclamation giveaway in the chat, there is actually a live giveaway, and you can also type exclamation ticket space the amount of tickets you want to buy for that giveaway, and you can use that. Okay, so it looks like we're about to go back into the game.
Mantis is pointing out it is no bloodlust, unfortunately.
No bloodlust for sure. Yeah. Is it me that has to load this, or yeah? We got into trouble for.
I'd do it then. Just do it. 3,
right,
2, 1,
3, 2, 1.
There we go.
Alright, well they're back. We are back.
That's
right.
fine. We were just appending. Oh, the blessing comes out from Joanna. It hits people, but there's no follow-up. They get out and are running. Raiders has joined the party. Urel is top lane and can't come down.
Oh, Timmers has just subscribed. Thanks very much, Timmers. Enjoy the girl dancing over the screen there for a second.
Dahak is already burrowed in now. He's popped his essence. He is stuck in no man's land. Nizmix Numinous has been tongued. And
the Stormbolt! It hits Pocahontas. Pocahontas makes it out, but Johanna is dead.
Joanna dies, no D to get out of that Slowing Sands. Urel wasn't able to join the party when she wanted to because she didn't have a global and she was trying to clear that wave. But now it is a dead Joanna. She's only dead for 10 seconds, so it'll be interesting to see what the play is, what the call is, what the do.
Well, it looks to me like Urel's trying to make a decision over going for this camp. Now, I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do because they absolutely could make it down in time for this, and they do still have 4 ultimates.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. It does look like they are conceding right now, though. Maybe they're just like guys. We'll get next one. Just chill.
So, Captain Cheesy pointing out, of course, that technical pause was just giving time for the audience to get a beer, which is good. Speaking of time to get things, that is 31 out of 40, so the team Avada Kadablyat are obviously now going to give this up, and it's going to be a frozen Punisher falling in favour of team below average. That's the second objective of the game. Again, going to them. So let's see if they can get more than just the wall this time.
They could have, that's the thing, as you said, they could have maybe contested, but what they did was pull top camp, so it means Dahaka is having a harder time double soaking. D has been popped as well as the blind to bait the Punisher off the wall, but it does hit a 3-man route.
Oh, that silence is huge. He is going to get promoted to Professor, I would say, at this rate. Professor Silence
is super low. He doesn't want to get caught by
Oh, the Ancestral comes in just in time and saves Nimslex's life.
Blink says jump. Oh no, Mercury walks straight into a Chromie combo because he didn't know that's going to happen. The Blizzard goes out to try and zone, but no, Blink and you miss it. That's Joanna, and that's Greymane dead.
And that's level 13's now also achieved by below average. It's still a powerful position for them to be in. Urel's had to go top lane to counter.
Oh,
that is massive!
That
wow!
So nearly dead, but Caps had to back off because he was tanking tower shots. Wow.
That was massive. Well done, well done. So they're now in an aggressive position, able to take camps, and they're going to paint the map red. Yeah. Red with the blood of their enemies.
Missing the globe though. I'm sure Caps is going to wish that somebody picked that up because he needs a bit of mana, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
you just
it's
want
the
to
little
run away
things. As a man that I once knew once coined, he says it's the little things. But anyway, so Slowing Sands popped, Diet trying to get extra combos off there.
Oh,
so
Sands already comes out of zones that Joanna from getting into safety. They don't want to take this fight because they don't want to.
Oh, well, they're taking it all right,
no, the fight has been taken to them. The Ring of Frost comes out and it hits Caps. He is gutting Rhaegar. And there goes Greymane as well. And there's Stukov's lifeless body in the swirling swing of Sands. But Pocahontas is now getting chased down by Blinks, who's jumped in. Maliki is falling and dies as a Jaina dead. Can you get out of here? But the tongue comes out on Joanna. She won't have a D. She's going to die.
Yeah, she's out of there. I think that's the best possible trade they could get. Excellent dodge by Pocahontas from Blinks' Stormbolt as well. I mean, they took that fight to them. They didn't want it, but they took it to them and rammed it right down their throat as they got the kills with Greymane.
Yeah,
going
average,
for the throat.
Below average, we're on the retreat. They were like, we don't want this fight. We're winning the game, doing what we need to do. But yeah, Avada Kadablyat were like, no, we're going to bless the
I think they're the. I think
we're going to take the fight to you home.
I think as they were going to say, you were trying to say, and I'm failing to because my words aren't coming out articulately. But yes, they were wanting that fight. Adava did the right thing to be as aggressive as they are.
Just try to get back in it.
Yeah, they're trying. I mean, when you aren't in it, you got to force your way into it, and that was how you do it.
Dahaka has been knocked in. Pocahontas is now joining. Dahaka has a full bar of essence though, but everybody is joining and his team is not responding. There goes the Blizzard out. What else are they going to use? The Blessed Shield comes out, but he burrows and he's got the tunneling claw, so he's going to run away. And for his trouble, he pulls in Urel, who's now taking tower shots. She pops it, she gets unstoppable.
Oh, what a combo from Diet! Wow, this Chromie, honestly, this Chromie with. Now Lucas' team's wanting it. They're now wanting to force it. We're sitting at 52 out of 60 on the stacks for Chromie, by the way, so very close to a juicy position.
There's nothing better, no better feeling than that as Dahaka. Getting back safe and being like, oh, I'm going to tongue you, and now you're in the trouble. And that is talking about trouble. Pocahontas is running for her life.
Popping the D.
D has been popped. But Chromie stacks. Chromie managed to hit a Q, and that's another stack for the Chromester Domester.
Chromester Domester, how about a big bag of sand? Is what she shouts as she drops that dragon's breath on you.
This is where the global is going to come in handy because you're the hacker. You can just stay for an extra wave if you want, and you can even help push mid wave in. Stukov on his ones, top lane.
He is on his ones. He is on his ones. Mukil wanting to scout this out a wee bit, I think. But interestingly, Dahaka can burrow back in. I mean, Exago can just appear at the moment's notice. And they've now got a camp pushing mid as well. It's going to force them to kind of split up. So, in the early game, it looked like Avada Kadablyat were forcing Team Below Average to split their resources. But amazingly, Below Average were never... I never really felt like they were under threat. Do you know what I mean? Like, they were able to continually win the objectives, even with pressure on them. So, I mean, now
16s.
This is the closest thing to a straight fight.
16s have been picked up and they're going in. Gokul has got a nice power spike with the AA damage.
They don't want to fight under towers, though. Gokul's going to have to run back. In comes Exago.
Lance has come out. He is getting absolutely chunked. Dahaka is dead. Late to the party and first deed. Blind comes out to stop any further damage coming out from the Rainer.
Rainer's Raider is causing serious damage there.
Oh, Avatar has been popped. I think that's the D from Murden. We haven't looked at talents as well. So he's used up all of the stuff he needs to. Gokul is full no, but it's Urel. So I'm just going to click Q and I'm going to come back.
Chromie taking a beating from Murky on tour. Manages to get the timeout just in time.
Huge root from the Ring of Frost on Blink
Whoa!
because he was trying to save the Chromie. Silence comes out with the root, but there's no follow-up from the Chromie, and that is a huge trade.
Pocahontas does have Ancestral Healing for Gokul here, but he's saving it. He's holding it back because, of course, Gokul can just heal.
Urel still has R as well.
That is horrendous. A very powerful position. Could we be seeing the comeback here, Jabroni?
It's very possible. It's a late game. They're not called Punisher. They're called Punishers?
They are called Punishers, and it's going to
Punisher.
be a Mortar Punisher.
And you march that down the lane and not give up, and it could do a lot of damage.
Statistically, it's the weakest Punisher because it's the one with the ability to dodge. Like you can dodge. You see its points, its damage coming a mile off. Whereas the Frozen Punisher, you know, creates team fight opportunities, and the Arcane Punisher is just very, very hard to evade the damage.
Well, let's see if Avada Kadablyat can change that statistic, because they're going to want to go all in for this. They've let Dahaka borrow bot lane, sorry, on the side of Clean Bro Average, because he's going to try and get some keep damage, or maybe make somebody port back. Let's get back to the action, though. Back to you in the studio.
Back to me in the studio. We are seeing Rainer's Raiders be MVP as it goes out to take the entire team, only to find its death.
Dahaka's through the wall, so it's a race for keep. They're saying we need to get this keep. It's a 60-70% Punisher. The Blessed Shield comes out, the Ring of Frost as well. Root on the Murden, and he is deed. The smacky boy from Stukov hits everyone back, but the damage is already done, and you're dead. Massive 2-man root silence. Murky on Tor taking damage.
On Pocahontas managing to avoid that Dragon's Breath there to keep his life.
But Dahaka's trading out. Dahaka is trading out. This is good for them as well. It's not.
If they no, but the thing is, if Avada Kadablyat can get another kill, that isn't worth it really. If Dahaka doesn't come back to defend his team, it could be game here.
He didn't get keep. He didn't get keep as well. I mean, they probably knew. Maybe in a perfect world you could play that again, and Dahaka maybe is.
Dahaka's just thinking about going back in here. He's not exactly leaving, and his team are deciding whether or not they want to invade. This is going to hurt Pocahontas, but he's okay.
Pocahontas away.
Well, that's it.
So is this keep going to fall? Is it going to fall? Is it going to be enough?
Is it going to be enough?
You've only got Urel. Urel does have the splash damage at level 16, so she's going to knock everybody away. She's going to try and keep everything. The Tunneling Claws comes out. Is anybody else shown on the map? I can't see because it's kind of annoying. Nobody else is shown on the map, so Dahaka's just wanting to book it and run. He's tunneling away. He's summoning it because
that was very close. Very close. Exago coming in, managing to tongue, but an amazing cleanse comes out and saves Mukul.
Silence goes out on to the Joanna. She pops unstoppable, but she still has the isolation from the silence.
Stormbolt manages to trap Nismix.
And there it goes, the Q from Dahaka, tonguing him back in. He doesn't have a Iron Skin. I tried to think of the name because I didn't want to say D. He doesn't have one, but he fancies it again. He goes for the dismount. He goes for the blind. They have a key camp on core. They have a hard camp on core, by the way.
That's it.
BTW.
The Fallen Shaman is in fact putting pressure on Chromie there at the core. This game, in the blink of an eye, has turned around. It looks to me like Team Below Average are now on the back foot and they are waning. That is surprising. Honestly, I think it would have been a lot closer had this keep fallen here, but it didn't fall. And now they're managing to push that lane right back out. And yes, Pocahontas is a man in this genre-defining thing.
I didn't know that. I just assumed because isn't Pocahontas one of the Disney things?
It's just Jabroni goes on like an American on auction, and then he gets exalted. I love it. That is what Captain Cheesy from the audience is pointing out about you there, Jabroni. Jabrones.
But thank you very much for the information about the Rhaegar. Now we can say him. He is just running around. Look, doing the circles, doing the circles, doing the circles. Perfect. Caps fancies this, so Caps is walking up. They're just going to clear this on the red side and do their thing.
That's right. Do their thing with a chicken wing. Looks like a hard camp, and then they can probably rotate down, get both other camps. There might be a scrap over the bottom cancer camp, but let's see how it goes. Because, of course, this is the safest option for them to do.
Losing the keep's alright. Well, it's not ideal, but you do have a Dahaka, so it could be worse. It could be worse. If you'd lost the keep and you had a Urel, you know, you don't have that borrow. So they will be able to keep Dahaka in the top lane. 20's picked up. This will be the fight. This is going to be the fight. There's no tap on the side of the blue team. So there is tap on the side of the red team.
The thing is, though, remember, we do have Indestructible from Johanna. Now, that is going to be, like, playmaking, I think.
And you've got I'm pretty sure, I don't play her that much, but I think that's a self-cleanse for Urel. So Rhaegar, he has been hitting some amazing money cleanses. He now has an extra cleanse for another person because Yrel can cleanse herself. Dahaka is going to want to turn the game with this isolation that stacks on Avadi. So let's just see how it plays out.
I mean, Contagion, though, from Dahaka is pretty horrendous as well.
It has been popped. The hard camp push top lane means Dahaka will have to be late to this party, or they'll have to get a kill, and he can go back and clear it, because that will be hitting the core. Ooh, big Sans comes out the cleanse. That is the first cleanse of the fight.
Unfortunately, though, Nim 6 actually goes back into it. There we go, Blinks is now hard into the team. Zago throws the tongue, misses. Murky on tour, trying to dodge.
And Dahaka's in the backline. Murky on Tor is getting chunked down, and so is Nizmix, and so is Gokul. Everybody's falling low. The root comes out from the Stukov, and he manages to... No, he doesn't, because he's indestructible. But Rhaegar falls in the process. Gokul is still alive and still has DR. If she falls super low, he low.
It looks like Zago is going to hearth because he has to defend the core.
It is taking the shield down quick as houses.
Houses do in fact sell very quick in this area. It's a high profile community.
Right, that's where it obviously came from. Millionaires Row, baby. So they've had to give this up. They do have a fort and a keep to try and defend this, but it is a 19-minute 50. I don't know how they get... If somebody can tell me, somebody smarter than me, if they had waited 5 seconds and it hit 20 seconds, would that have been a more powerful
Now that is something that we can ask
our
our producer when we're casting HCC, and they will give us that information.
I bet
live.
Somebody in the chat knows. If they had waited 5 seconds longer,
would it have been a more powerful Punisher as it hits level 20? Because, well, I think
minute 20.
Yeah. Because a 21 minute to go. Oh no, so solid crew.
Because I don't know if it's time or if it's what. Or if it's levels or...
Well, it is for minions, for sure. It absolutely is for minions and catapults. There we go, Murky on tour getting the damage out as he needs to do, but of course it's an arcane Punisher. It's statistically the strongest Punisher.
Avada Kedavra with a massive fake top lane, but it does not help when Necromia is fully stacked and absolutely deletes the Jaina. The silence comes out and Pocahontas is going to run for his life. He can't Ancestral himself, so he's trying to get out of there. Blinks has jumped in and is throwing the Qs and doing all this damage. The keep is going to fall, but Joanna's going to fall first.
This is surprising. There goes the Punisher. So
big Ancestral on Murky on tour. The Unstoppable comes out on the self cleanse, sorry, on Yrel. But Zago is just chasing down, gets the tongue, but he is now going to start taking keep damage and will be slowed. Caps fancies it though.
There's 30 seconds until Jaina's back, and Johanna's got another 40 seconds until she's back. So this is a difficult position to defend from. Core's at 80%.
Murky on tour is so low that he just can't go back in. Pocahontas needs a heal, but Murky on tour walks into the Chromie combo and dies. And that is 3, 4, 5.
Enemy team dominated, and that's all she wrote. That is the first game in our best of 3 series, clearly falling in favour of
team below average. They didn't need the 5-second wait on the Punisher.
Who needs?
I'd lean forward a little.
Yeah. Would you lean forward a little?
I would if I were you. Your seat's
hang on
back.
2 seconds. I've got to adjust this. You kind of.
So no deaths on Chromie, no deaths on Raynor, homie.
There we go. Look, we're fine. We are.
Now we're fine. Yeah, we're Gucci.
We're Gucci Mane. It's all good at my side anyway. Anyway, listen. You don't need to hear about any of this studio chat. My name's Halloween, and to my left is
Jabroni.
There we go. There we go. Can you fill some negative space here?
I can. I'm just going to throw some stats out for the people at home. There is a rip Avada in the chat, and it is a rest in peace. But the Jaina did manage to top damage on her team. But Chromie coming out. Okay, the top damage on Avada Kedavra was 46,000. Okay, Chromie managed 92,000. With that range, you can see why she's been banned, and you can see maybe why she's been nerfed, as some people have said with their mouths.
Where else would they have said it?
Don't know.
Okay.
Hands.
Yeah, they could
American Sign
have
Language?
Yeah, or British Sign Language, BSL as it is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
And this is how you say, my name that's my name's Magic in British Sign Language.
Do mine.
Your name is
Hand.
A-E-I-O.
Okay.
Right, so it's
we'll move away from that.
Sorry, it takes me really. I had to think about it really long.
Moving swiftly on.
So your name is Jaw. Shit, I think I'm saying that right. That's British Sign
Now
Language.
do team below average 1 with the last Punisher of the game.
I'm not going to say that.
Right, so are we
You could-
confident?
yeah.
What's the delay on the stream? Because
It's really short because they've adjusted the rules on delay, so you can just throw that out. So congratulations for the people that participated in the contest. Enjoy your points. There
Yeah,
you
baby.
go.
Very
So,
nicely done.
In a moment, let's see. What map are we going to, by the way?
Well,
Oh,
we're waiting on the first pick or map choice
that's what you get if you lose. That's what you get. You get the advantage.
to try and pull yourself back into this series, because it is a best of 3 people played on the current test patch. So that's just kind of a bit of information for everybody at home.
That's it. Once we know what map we're going to, I will throw that up. So, it's good. It's good to be back casting with a positive community here at Heroes Lounge. Once again, apologies for being absent for the HGC Open Division this week at Cup 5. We were there for Cup 4, but we were absent for Cup 5. We will be back for Cup 6 after a 2-week hiatus because there is a break for the teams, and it is...
The Western Clash, is it? Is that the reason?
Possibly. They're picking Towers of Doom. That's where we are going. So,
Avada
Kadablyat, what?
picked the map.
They
just for
chose it
people.
rather than first pick on draft. So that means first pick in the draft, giving the draft potential over to Diet's team, which is below average. Absolutely. Now, MGS Design, you just tried to place a bet on a contest that isn't live yet. It'll be live once we move into the draft. If you just wait a moment, we will announce that for you. So, Towers of Doom, what can you say about that map, Jabrones?
It's a thrice lane map yet again. People have picks that they like on this. I mean, we've already seen a Dahaka from the red team. He is quite juicy on this map because he can tunnel in. There's a lot of bushes around the fight areas, so he can stay for that little extra wave and get aggressive when he needs to. There's a lot of discussion about heroes that are good and heroes that are bad on this map, because some people love picking Chromie, but then other people say Chromie's not that great because Chromie kind of needs to set up a bit, especially if you go the that Underhole or Anomaly or whatever. And you can't set up if you're late to an objective because you're running up from the bottom lane to the top lane. There's other people who say I like Stitches because I'm going to hook you through the wall and then we're going to gorge you and then we're going to kill you. So it's
one hero that I absolutely believe is essential is Dahaka, because he can wait and soak lane to the last possible second, then appear almost at any objective on the map because there are bushes at every objective. So that he is almost essential. Also is Falstad. That's one that you see a lot of because his global mobility. Global heroes tend to be strong on this, as long as that their global ability contributes towards getting to or from a team fight to allow them to do that. Because, like you were saying, there are discussions about multiple strategies. One, of course, is specialists knock out all the towers, and you win the game by default without having to take the altars. But it's difficult to execute at this level.
yeah, let's not do that.
So you tend to
Go with the Asmodan though.
Well, that's what I mean. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Now he's a specialist, and he can push lanes
But
whilst
yeah,
also appearing in the team
He's
fight.
more of
and
a big mage, big long range mage.
He is now.
Oh, so we do have a GM in the. We've got quite a lot of masters.
Well,
but
remember,
there's a
this is
lightning
Division
route.
1. This is
I
Division
know,
1.
but it's showing his colours. Caps is showing his colours with number 1 to 5 in the GM status. I'll see you there, buddy.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Um,
Jabroni's been doing very well recently. He's been.
we don't need to big me up, guys. Anyone who wants to come see me climb or work out, just hit me a DM in Discord.
It's very difficult to get enough time to play the amount of games that you need to do that.
That's what I mean.
Because to be fair, we were discussing how Aribanati used to play with Senior Citizens Club, a team that we've casted here in the lounge. They're homegrown Heroes Lounge teams, but Aribanati is currently, as Jabroni informs us, GM number 1.
GM number 1 right now,
But if you look at the amount of games he's participated at ranked level, he's not sitting there with 10. He didn't just do his 10 placement games and then just call it quits because he did well. He grinded. I mean, what was it like? I'm sure I checked when he was 4. It was something like 250 wins.
he downloaded
it was
Grinder. That's how hard he went.
No, but to do that, if you're on like a 52 or 53% win rate, you'd have to have played a minimum of like 500 ranked games.
I can't remember how much it was. It's like 300 or something. It's crazy. But
so that's what I mean. It's just.
I don't
it's
think
incredible.
it is actually 300. Maybe it's not. Somebody fact check me. Nobody cares.
I
Enough.
do. I do.
Well, we can have a look after the draft. But again, we are in the draft. That's the wind coming through.
It's a wind tunnel.
Urel banned because you know what? She did do a lot last game. She was alive with a little bit of health and still hadn't popped the R because that is how survivable a Urel is. And it might just make the game easier for Dahaka, especially if they're planning on going to Dahaka, because he's like, Urel was a bit of an issue for me prior to level 7, as you said.
Outside of Chromie, nobody got close enough to deal any damage or pose a threat to Urel. So it's understandable that they banned Chromie.
And yeah, Chromie done, because as we said, Chromie has seen a lot of play on this map in particularation. So just get rid, because it did bits to you, and it can be...
Second largest biceps in the game. Garrosh getting banned yet again. They obviously feel threatened by that. By the way, is the competition live?
By the way, yes.
It is. In a moment, you will see appear on screen your options. And if you'd like to participate in this live contest to win some points here on the channel, you can type !bet space A space the amount of points you'd like to bet, and that will bet on Kadablyat. However, if you think that team below average or the below average Joes have got a chance here to close the series at this point, you type !bet space B space the amount of points you'd like to bet.
So back to the draft.
Yes.
Just an FYI, so Chromie and Reina were picked on the red side. Both have now been banned, but that has left open the Genji, that is a much sought after hero. He can allow for quick rotations, he can allow for interrupt, and he is just a very powerful hero with his movement speed. So what do Avada Kedavra do? They go, well, we like Stukov and we like Muradin. They are two people that we just played against and lost to, so we're going to pick them both because they're both good as well. They can control the objective, everyone's grouped up, so the heals will hit. And you've got a Muradin who can just dive a backline. Plus, you don't want a Muradin against you if there's a Genji necessarily, because they can both dive in onto, say, a squishy Melf who doesn't have ice block, and they just blow him up.
There's Dahaka.
But that's left Dahaka open.
Dahaka,
and Diablo.
massively powerful in this map, and Johnny Wallbanger. Bang, and you're in the wall.
So who was the last hero on the side of Team Below Average? Because now everybody... So Raynor was picked, sorry. Chromie was picked. Stukov, Muradin, and I can't remember the last one.
They had Dahaka.
And Dahaka. So Dahaka's the only hero that they managed to get carried over. But with the bans the way they were, it left Diablo open as well. So they've got Diablo, they've got Genji. They have this all-in divey dish delm diddly biddly bong skiddly biddly bong diddly bing bong bong.
That is exactly what they have. A dingly dish bongly bong bang skiddly bug skiggity buggity.
Hands are banned.
That's right.
Shimada Brothers ain't happening in this game. You can't set up with the Dragon Arrow to the APOC. You can't set up with a lot of the stuff that he does. You can't do eternal poking with his W reset and cooldown at level 7. So just get rid of him. And the Phoenix, it looks like Team Below Average either don't like the Phoenix or think he is very powerful. So they've just banned him both games. We don't want to play him, so we're going to stop people playing against us with him. Well, back to you in the studio.
Back to me in the studio. So we've got 14 seconds until we see the final, or not the final, the main two picks. Here we go. We've got Lei Ming. They're well, I was going to say primary DPS, but now we have
Greymane.
Popping
off. These people are going to want to pop off. They want to go.
Alfurich Moor is Alfurich Moor is. Oh, I'm saying this wrong, but basically that's the Gallic term for the Grey Man, and that is a fairy that lives at the top of Ben McDewey, which is the second largest mountain in Scotland, which claims to have an evil fairy that lives up there that persuades everyone to kill themselves, or throw themselves off the cliffs and things like that, or chases them down. He's meant to be like a giant kind of werewolf type thing as well, so it's kind of accurate. Anyway, what's the last two picks there? It's Gul'dan
and Deckard. So Gul'dan wanting to put the damage out with Rain of Destruction, obviously, and Deckard keeping everyone tapped off as the bartender of sorts.
If he does a stay a while and listen and holds a Lei Ming or Greymane in place long enough for a Diablo to wallbang, a Genji to slash, and a Dahaka's tongue to get wrapped around, that's almost certain execution. It's a firing squad of death is what Lei Ming and Greymane could be up against. So, with that in mind, with 10 seconds to go, oh no, Who do you favour out of these two drafts? Is it Adava Kadablyat or is it Team Below
It's very
Average
difficult.
Joes?
But the Blaze last pick, I think, has sealed the deal for me. I think it's going to be an Avada Kadablyat because Genji pops his R, everyone's popping their R, you just jump in the bunker. You're solo laning against a Haka. Oh no, Genji's coming to gank you. You just jump in your bunker. He's the Blaze there may turn the game on its ones.
Ooh. Well, with that in mind, there is 6 minutes to go on the bet. If you would like to bet on Adava Kadablyat, it's exclamation bet space A space the amount of points, or below average, exclamation bet space B space the amount of points. If you would like to use your points to gain a skin combo code, type exclamation ticket space the amount of tickets you'd like to buy. I think a ticket is 10 points, so that's how to spend your points. There we go. So yeah, you're betting Adava Kadablyat, you're betting blue. Last time we both bet red and we won. I think I'm going to bet Adava Kadablyat this time, and that is going to take us, if they win, into a third game in the series. Okay, so welcome to game number 2 of our best of 3 series. On the left here we have Adava Kadablyat. We've got Nim6 on Murden, we've got Murky on tour again on Greymane, we've got Pocahontas, this time supporting with a Stukov. Muchel playing the Laming, we've got Gekkel playing our Blaze. Jabrones! Gilroy, sorry, is on the Genji. Diet on the Gul'dan. Blinks tanking it up with the Diablo. Caps on Dehardkane, and Zago with the Dahaka again. That's right. So we're going to see both our teams come in here for a little scrap in the mid lane.
Dahaka's not. Dahaka's gone. And let's see what chat are saying so we don't mess up anything. And level 1s have been picked. Murden this time going into what his counterpart did last time with the stacking Q talent.
Interestingly, we're seeing a Feast on Fear build again from Dibbles.
Murky on Tor did get picked up by Blinks, but he is out. The silence comes out, and now that is a lot of damage from Laming and everything else. You're not stacked Diablo, so you take more damage than you want to, but Deck Arcane, keeping you healthy, keeping you done. Diet is Suki in him.
He's taken a severe amount of soakage, but he should be okay because, of course, his trait allows him to just heal right back up without the use of a well. And that is what he's managed to avoid. 13 seconds till the camps are up, so they can't prioritise that too fast. Blaze taking a wee bit of damage up in top lane here in the solo.
Both have a lot of healthy regen, as they did last match as well. So they're just going to clear out.
Oh, whoa! We didn't expect that to happen in mid lane.
Massive root coming out. There's no way for Murden to get out. Buzz does die at fancy it. No, because Diablo is dead, and everyone's pretty unhealthy.
Yeah, they've all got high cholesterol as they begin their rotation down to bottom lane.
I do like this call. Shiny Hero saying Haymaker incoming, and I would love to see it. That would be the best day of my life.
Would it?
Yeah.
Actual best day?
But it would be. I think the reason he's not going to go Haymaker is. No, sorry, the reason you don't go Haymaker.
Yep.
Or do go Haymaker is because Rain of Destruction. Rain of Destruction is going to be picked, and you're going to go Haymaker, and you're going to spell the Rain.
Oh my
but their invade comes in, and Diablo is now back. Ming is throwing out a lot of stuff.
Oh, but Caps is taking a lot of damage. Is he going to fall? Ming goes in.
Oh my days, the silence is down on the point continuously, but it is Gul'dan who steps off and
they get a counter kill. The resets are in.
Ming is getting resets, and this has left.
Do you know, I'm not being funny, but I genuinely think that Sapper managed to body block to prevent an orb coming out, because the resets were there. Mukil could have got a second kill. Dahaka would have popped. His insides would have been outsides.
So, yeah, they did get the camp, but they did
get a kill. I mean, that put them in the lead with level 4.
Well, they both got a kill, but I'm pretty sure. But yeah, the Dahaka burrowed down. That is the value of a global.
Zago knows when to do it.
Pocahontas and that are just stepping up to clear the Sabra camp. So they got the camp, they got the kill, but they only got XP for their troubles because it doesn't take any wall. Diet is walking right up to that. Murden sees it and jumps in. Greymane is falling. The stun comes out. The root from Decker Kane is keeping him alive, and Diet's just on a trip to the juice factory, but dies.
Yeah, that was a bizarre little route he took there.
Because he was going for heals. He was trying to keep himself alive. And but Caps with these money roots, but Stukov is like, you got roots, I got silence, bruh.
Well, 6 seconds to go. Oh no, until the objective.
So it's going to be a trade out top. Oh no, it's not. It looks like the hack is actually going to be a mischievous little boy and stop Blaze from getting it. And bot lane's going on. Genji's already had a swift strike out. Greymane is chasing Deckard. That is crazy that the tower didn't attack him. He must have been just out of range, like tiny just out of range, the Greymane.
Oh Okay.
Right, so Blaze is not going to be able to take this, I don't
There's
think.
3 of them up
So
there.
he just needs to survive at this point. He doesn't need to take it, he just needs to survive. He's popped his D, but the overpower comes through, and Gokul is still moving away. Murky on Tor is actually going to get the interrupt. I did not expect that to happen. He dives in on the...
on his ones. He's on his ones up
It's
against
tricky,
Diet.
You've got Makil putting out all these damages on the Lei Ming, but the silence is actually what gets the kill.
That is incredible. I genuinely thought I'd have a Kadablyat were a way to mess this up, but it's huge!
That
Gokul's
was a
still alive.
Massai tongue. That was absolutely massive.
How
So now
long
everyone's
was the
getting
tongue?
healthy, are they? Deckard Kane is going to start capping. Are you going to be able to poke with Lei Ming? I don't think you are, but Murden actually fancies it. He might jump in.
Too late, too late.
But you've got some very low tanks. That Diablo is 200 health, 190 health. He's running over all the heals, but he does die. Dago is running because he's the hacker and he can't run very fast. But they see the Genji swift strikes away. But Greymane has already eaten him and he follows him.
I think they're going to have to back off at this point, although Nim6 did get the Stormbolt there.
This is huge. They did lose 2 of the objective, but they're level 7 first.
Yeah.
By a full level.
By a full
By
level.
one full level.
By 1 full level.
And that's against a
How much?
global hero. By 1 full level.
That's right.
That Greymane, I think, did get followed because he clicked E on a Swift Strike Genji. I think, because that was huge otherwise, right? Massive.
I think he's doing very well. Murky on tour is showing you what his Russian boot camp taught him. Because, oh, they're coming in. This is a solid invade. Blinks appears just in time.
Nizmix has completely stuck him off, and that is a silence for your troubles, for trying to tank for your team, and that is a dead Diablo again. He's just having trouble. What stack is Diablo on, by the way?
Diablo's sitting at 41 souls.
stacks. Okay, so he's wanting to get a lot more tanky before the game happens.
Nim6 is a Mura god, AK Mantis is calling.
Yeah, he's just jumping in, but the tongue pulls him in. Diet super low. The Ming to the Greymane combo, as well as these setups from the Muradin and the silence, is just working out a treat. This, if it keeps going this way, could be a game 3 in the making, in the books, in everything in between.
It could be made in a book, or everything in between, which would be the spine of a book.
Nizmix going for the slowest B step ever there, but decides. Of course, he was basic, but he didn't. Blaze has come to join the party because there's only 9 seconds to go, and
it's being called by the chat that Nim6 actually carries this team. Is this Alex the Pro G Diablo? Is what he's saying. Oh.
Big Q onto Caps. I mean, Diablo's just stuck off on his own. There's
oh my gosh, Murky on tour going in for Caps.
Huge orb, but Greymane sees this, and Pocahontas has now got to run. Pocahontas gets overpowered and is going to fall first. Oh my days, he's on 30 health. He's on 80 health. There we go, Genji goes in to confirm the kill.
He wasn't going to make you look stupid. That's it. So I think because of that...
Oh, they get the more.
Nim6 goes down, yeah. I was trying to keep my eye on this objective because I was seeing that Caps was going in for it. And that is the next objective phase of the game going to...
You pause at the beginning of that map, at the beginning of that team fight, and you think this is not going to go the side of the red team. Diablo was stuck top of the... Like, he was stuck mid lane, and he's like, I can't get to this team. But they managed to stay alive, even though the Muradin had jumped the back line. They stayed alive, pushed back. And they were like, hey, I've got a full health Diablo. I've only got 41 souls, but guess what?
The thing is, because of this, they've managed to catch up significantly in experience. So it looks like, well, there we go. That's level 10's popped, but they're not that far away.
Well, 10s have been popped, but there's no objective, so it's just a case of stay alive. Safe drive, stay alive if you're the red team.
What have we got then? Come on, tell our audience.
You've got Avatar, you do not have Haymaker. You've got Wave of Force. Oh, of course. You've got Bunker Drop. You've got the Mass Eye Shove, and you've got Cursed Bullet to chunk down this Diablo, I think. I've seen, and I've had it done to me actually, where a Stukov walks behind you, slows you, he silences you, roots you, he walks behind you, and he pushes you back to his keep. You know, where you start taking shots.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
So you, rather than a flailing swipe to protect your whole team, you can use Massive Shove as an aggressive, like, essentially like a Haymaker.
Yeah, a long Haymaker.
Because it is longer than Haymaker by a country mile, yeah.
It just goes until you hit it.
Well, yeah.
Until you hit a terrain. Deckard is the one who... I thought Deckard was a way to check that, and that would have been a deck hard, dead hard.
It would have been, I would say. Shiny Hero thinks it's a misclick, but no, I think Massive Shove's the way to go. So, we've got Horrify, Lightning Breath. That could be the misclick, right enough.
They are... Mantis is saying he did misclick the ult, because it would be very good against a Diablo and Genji combo, who are all 1-0. That is a big stay on one. Listen, but Diet has fallen super low. Blinks is stunned out Dackert has gone, but there goes a massive shove. You've already got your value. The overpower comes in on Muradin, but he just jumps out. He throws out a Q, but it is dodged by the Gul'dan. Huge orb. Ming is getting value and value and value with these orbs. Because look, Genji's getting hurt. But huge Swift Ride to dodge it. His mix is getting chunked, so he cannot get his trait off to heal back up. Pops the Avatar though, now that he's fallen low. Tongue comes out onto Muradin and starts pulling him away. Bunker drop has come down. Big wall bang for Diablo.
There we go, Stormbolt to push back some Diablo.
What a silence, but the X-Ray comes in and he pushes away the Genji. This is very low. This is dangerous for a Ming reset combination, but Mercury Tor is actually the first one to die. Genji gets a kill and jumps back out, but does he fancy more? He does not fancy more.
There we go, there we go.
Ooh,
I'm pretty
the tongue
sure,
is juked. Tongue is juked.
unless they get a kill right now, I'm pretty sure it looks like below average Joes are going to get this. There is a second tower here, but Gockle's too scared to go down and get it at this stage. 5 seconds to go until Greymane is back up, and then I think they're just going to run bot, but this is very difficult for them. They just need to poke. Who's going to get this, Jabroni?
I don't know. Like I said, there's nowhere to fall back to. The big stun comes out from Blaze helping and Nisbix get out, but all the while Decker Kane is capping, and because of the weird UI, you can't actually see that very well. They've got it. They have got it, but can a counter kill?
I think they want to stay in this fight for the counter kills. They've got the tower here that they're trying to retreat back to, and they haven't realised.
Oh, they don't know. Blinks is falling low, but guess what? He has a shadow charge to get out of there. The way that... Oh, I was going to say the way...
No way! The Horrify comes out to great effect. Oh my gosh.
Big stun.
They actually got a go out, stay a while and listen there as well, but it was interrupted.
Genji's got a D to get away. I mean, the way that
the UI
below average are playing this map, I mean...
Okay.
They've only lost 4 points. They've lost 4 points. The other team have nearly lost half the health of their core. They've lost 4 points because they're playing this to a T.
In terms of heroic abilities, bearing in mind we are playing here in Division 1, which is the top, the epitome of gameplay here in Europe as we play with HeroesLounge tonight. And many of these teams from the top players and top regions of HeroesLounge go on to compete in the HGC Open Division and then go for that ever so important Crucible, which of course then takes them into pro play. And even outside of pro play, you do win prizes here at Blizzard competing in the HGC Open Division. And what I'm trying to say is, this gameplay, folk are saying, why did he take adaptation? Or for Dahaka, and why did we see Avatar over Haymaker? Unless it is genuine misclicks, these players know what they're doing. You know, I'd like to think that's the case. They know what they're doing, and there's reasons for their choices in their gameplay style.
Big stun.
What?
Wow. That is a curse bullet used on a Gul'dan because they're like, we can confirm this.
That was timing. I'd like to just say, like...
And 3 across! They've managed to get 3 of the sappers across as well. So this is good. It's just they're going to have to race to the top of the altar stage now.
Gockle's going in there.
Gockle's going to try and stop Dahaka from getting through. I don't think he's going to get it. I don't think he thinks he's going to get it. He just wants to prompt a quick response because look, Genji was...
They've got, yeah, I mean, Gul'dan's dead right now, so if they get a prompt response, then they can possibly get another kill.
Huge curse bullet again. He has his full...
adaptation, that's what he's just used to save his life. So if anyone was dubious about the value of that, now you've seen how...
Big stun combination comes out, but there's a bunker to get in. You've got to use your massive shove to an amazing ability, and that is the hacker completely out. But there goes the Stairwell Wellness, and the sleep comes out, but the unstoppable lightning breath from Diablo confirms a kill on the Muradin first. Now it's just full retreat mode, boys.
They're possibly regretting that they didn't take their objective now.
Dahaka has managed to burrow in and kill the Blaze. Pocahontas is falling low, 50 health, and will not get out because Genji's going to turn around and throw a shuriken.
Fantastic gameplay there. Absolutely fantastic gameplay from below average Joes. I mean, really, they were a player down. It was a 5v4. They had the opportunity to get their objective and then possibly even take theirs. And not only did they defend, they won both, and now they're away to take boss. That is absolutely, hands down, fantastic gameplay from team below average Joes here.
And I'm not going to say lucky because they've obviously... they're obviously skilled enough to have done this. Big double stun comes out on the Gul'dan and the Diablo, but Genji is able to ward off any damage. Mercury Tor was getting slammed. He was getting slammed.
He is. They're still wanting it though. You want some, do you? You want some?
There's a big silence. Huge
curse bullet comes out and magic missiles into his back. That's just, look how much health he's got. He's sitting there half health, even though he took such a beating. Are they still wanting the invade? What is NIM6 doing?
I think they're just kind of getting to the point where they're like, we need to fight because we're doing all right in the fights. We nearly had the game back in our favor.
They did, yeah.
But yeah, it must have been the big score line is what made them do the invade. You know, if that was 30-30, you'd be like, nah, we'll just take our own. Oh,
they're now
Deckard fake
counter invading. They're coming back at them. Cleopatra.
Blinks C.
The Horrify comes out to great effect, but the one hero they didn't want to run at them was Muradin.
The Wave of Force as well, splitting everybody up. That is a dead Diablo. The Burrow comes in.
Zago's in with this. Murky on tour can get him. He's used to Curse Bullet. Oh my gosh.
He's going to want to heal back up as much as he can. He has popped everything he has, but he is getting body blocked. Until he can get his D up, he will be body blocked to death. And now he's walking out. Not his D, sorry, until he can get his W up. That's a 4-man sleep, but Ming's the one alive. Big X strike, tongue on the Muradin. He can't get anything else off. He dies before he can get to the bunker, and that is one dead tank. While
they need to stay in on this. Avada Kadablyat need to stay in on this, otherwise their enemies will regen and come back into this fight.
So it's 10. This is not game, unless they get all 3, obviously. But I don't think that's going to happen. You've got a Specky Tongue comes out. Diablo's just gone top. He is just making this a nightmare. You feel like you're getting back in the game, but guess what? You're only on 6 points. It ain't looking pretty, but I mean, we've seen bigger comebacks.
Wow. Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is game number 2 of a best of 3 series here between Avada Kadablyat and Team Below Average, who's on their logo says Below Average Joe, which is quite funny. But the thing is, it is level 15 to level 15. It's 10 takedowns to 8. The game is still very much afoot. Neither have really got a tower weakness at this stage. However, 25 hit points on the red team, 6 on the blue team.
They fancy this fight because Genji is actually bottom with the hack, I think.
The Horrify comes out. We're going to see the Scroll of Sealing.
Big root stopping Muradin from getting into the bunker.
But a lot of damage coming down here against Blinks.
Muradin jumps out. He doesn't fancy it anymore. He's done.
He's done.
But that was a 4v3 fight that they were trying to take, and unfortunately they did not get the kill. They're just trying to get these picks to get back into the game.
They're being very aggressive, aren't they? They're being very, very aggressive.
Again, though, if the next phase is one single altar, so that will not end the game.
Is Glirio's trying to catch them out in rotation? Is that what's happening here?
He is a Genji. He can dismount, he can catch, he can give vision, and he can swift
they've spied him now, though. They've spied him now. So they're going to try and take their camp. Dahaka's top lane. If they go for the fight, this would be the time to take it, because it'd be 5v4.
Yeah, I don't... Does any team want to fight? Because I think they both
each.
know. If Team Below Average lose this fight, it could give Avada Kadablyat an entry back in the game. The curse bullet goes out, and that is Blinks completely chunked down and will not die.
He does. Blinks is down, but I think Murky on Tour is going to go as well. Pocahontas goes down as well, and that is not a good position to be in for Avada Kadablyat.
2 for 1. Genji
it's going to be 3 for 1 here.
2 for 1 Genji on the Ming. He's got a Swift Strike still back up, and that is a dead Ming. Nizmix is trying to get out. The stun comes from Blaze to help out his teammate. But that is a lot of damage from the Gul'dan. He's just completed.
Just force feed, mate. I think he's going to have to. They're going to take bottom objective, and it's not going to be enough to end the game. Is it going to be enough?
How long till boss?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. So
50 seconds, right? So it's not enough there. They're going to try and walk these guys in. Maybe walk the next.
If Gawkle feeds right now,
can they kill that before they? No, the sappers have already hit. Okay. I was wondering that if they killed that before.
So they've got no win condition at this stage. He's just got to take it.
How long till their sapper camp? The blue sapper camp? 1 minute 30, right? So yeah, there isn't a win condition right now.
So
they just need to not lose.
If Gawkle goes down, they're in deep shtukum.
1 to 25. What do you think?
This could be, ladies and gentlemen, this could be the most entertaining comeback we've ever seen in Europe. From any cast that we've done ourselves outside of the HGC.
This is perfect play though from Team Below Average. You've got a global, so let him either split soak or just soak top lane while you hold on to bot. You hold on to bot for dear life, and there's a bush where he can just immediately burrow into if something happens. But the engage comes. It's a massive 2-man queue. The fear hits 2 people and they're walking in.
Gawkle's in big trouble.
Nizmix jumps out, but he will die to Diablo.
No! 2 dead. Oh my.
Stukov using the get out, but that's the issue. Until it hits,
they had to do it. They had to do it. They absolutely had.
Sitting what's it? Sitting duck.
Sitting duck. You're a sitting duck.
You're a sitting duck as a Stukov.
Is Mukul going to go here?
I think he's alright. He's alright. Makil.
I've got
Mukil.
It's Mukil. It's Mukil. It's Mukil. Right. Listen, I cannot believe what I'm going to say.
You've got 3 people dead.
I was genuinely hoping to see us go to Game 3 here. It would have been absolutely amazing to be the caster here, to watch and demonstrate and broadcast to you, the viewer, a 1-25 comeback, and Avada Kadablyat, in fairness to them, have been team fighting like they could have achieved that, but that horrify from Diet there just turned that fight something fierce. Oh my word!
Oh, that is a dead Diablo, and Ming is getting resets. Ming is dead though.
Oh,
That
there we go.
is a
GG.
cool, very
GG.
nice to see.
That was a solid finish.
That was a decent.
Solid finish for Ming to be literally pirouetting like she was a black swan at the ballet, murdering her opponents.
Whoa.
You know.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, it was that
Black Swan Ballet of Death.
yeah, that's what it was. So, my name's Halloween. To my left is
Jabroni.
and you've just been watching a best of 3 series between Avada Kadablyat and the team below average. And it is with my pleasure to award a second point. Bing! To up there. Now, what I will do is I will, for your viewing pleasure, offer a interview. If you could...
filling the negative space with... So yeah, that was a strange game because Avada Kadablyat looked like the game was going either, like, you know, it looked like it was still 50-50, but the only thing that showed that it wasn't 50-50 was the score, the actual score of the core. They had, every time the objective was coming up, the capitalization by team below average was just huge. They just allowed them to get objective after objective after objective, and at one point I think it was, what was it? It was like 20 to 36, which is big. And but fair play to Avada Kadablyat because they nearly had the comeback. And like I said, they went for the invade on the right shrine, and I don't know if they would have done that if the score wasn't the way it was. Because they could have just been like, we're gonna chill. We're gonna get our safe one. We're just gonna slowly get ourselves back into the game. But the invade happened. It didn't go their way, and that was it.
Okay, so we are just waiting for a representative from the team below average to join us in this chat, and then we will take it from there. So,
Mukil says,
if you've got any questions in the audience, remember to get them into us right now in the chat, and we will get them across.
Mukil's in the chat. That's unbelievable Lei Ming play. The damage that was coming out from Lei Ming was sick.
Yes, absolutely. I have to agree with that. Absolutely have to agree with that. So we're just waiting, as I say, for someone to join us.
And after that, we have Halt.
There we go. I think we have him now. Is that you, Diet?
Yeah, hey man.
Hi, Diet. First of all, congratulations. Commiserations for your opponents, Avada Kadablyat, but congratulations for yourselves.
Thank you, man.
So, Jabroni, would you like to kick us off?
How did you feel the games went?
Every game with these guys is just pure troll. We're just laughing all game. It's just pure fun as well.
Yeah,
so
that's
I
with
think
your
the games
team.
went. Yeah, with my team.
Oh, brilliant! That's
The games went pretty smooth for the Discord chat we were having.
Oh, that's fantastic news. That is fantastic news. In the first game on Infernal Shrines, you guys held the map quite convincingly. You won the first 2 objectives, and things didn't seem like they were out of control until Avada Kadablyat felt like it was obvious. They felt like, we're going to take risks here and force fights so that we can try and change things, because obviously what was happening before that wasn't working for them. Did you feel like under threat in the first game at all, or was it just smooth sailing the whole way through?
Nah, at the point they were pushing top, we were like, okay guys, let's chill up a bit, stop the spam on Discord, let's focus a bit. Because we thought, okay, they just took the top keep. It's kind of dangerous for us if they get the next immortal as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we just stopped trolling, we focused, and it went pretty smooth from there.
I see. Because it did. I mean, that what you're describing there is kind of how it looked like when we were watching the game. Is that they started to take fights. They were starting to win the team fights, and because of that, they were able to take objectives.
Yeah, they got that kill on the hack on top without him even using any spells. He burrowed in and he instantly got deleted.
Oh yeah,
and that was
amazing.
Yeah,
that was a great...
Yeah, that's when they changed the game a bit. They got 19. They actually got 20 first because of that. So it was, yeah, we kind of got a little scared, but no biggie. We just worked around it
Nice
enough
one.
to lose the game.
Yeah, very nicely played, and that it's even cooler to hear that you're all just chilling while you're doing it. That it's not having to. There's no mad calls. But the
Yeah.
Towers of Doom game. Are you quite happy on that map? Were you quite?
We don't like Towers of Doom. We are super distracted. We, as I told, we just want to troll, have fun in the chat. So we tend to get a lot distracted by the objectives. Sometimes we don't even react to the towers.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Oh right.
Yeah, but yeah, they had a pretty strong comp. We were a bit scared because of that, but yeah, I think they didn't play out very well. Their decisions, first 3 shrines, they could have taken easily 3 or 2, because I died on bot 2 times with Gul'dan before the first shrines. So they had a lot of advantage. They had a 2-level advantage by that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say in
I
terms
think-
of that you saw the experience difference. Like Avada Kadablyat definitely had an experience advantage in lead in the second game, but and there was, so you were playing the Gul'dan. Yeah, you got caught in a bush in the bottom right camp at one point. And,
yeah, I wasn't expecting them to stay in that bush for like 20 seconds.
They were very aggressive. Like honestly, if
still
that's
do.
one thing I can say about that team is Avada Kadablyat are aggressive. They're no cowards, that's for sure.
Yeah, their Muradin was so hard on me every time jumping towards me, and yeah, it was. I had to play way more defensive after I saw that he was just jumping on me every time.
So the game 1 is the Chromie Stukov a practiced combo that you guys have, because at level 13 when people are getting rooted, they're getting silenced, and you're just able. You were throwing spells down on people's heads. Is that?
Nah, we don't really practice so much because 2 of our guys are actually on vacation, so they're playing on their laptops. They're only
What?
playing the games for the lounge. So we had 0 practice before this matches.
What? One of
Yeah.
your players is just on holiday playing on his laptop remotely.
Yeah, exactly. I'm one of them, and I'm playing with the paper beneath my mouse, so my Chromie,
You guys are
was not
playing.
the best.
No, listen. Team Below Average Joes are sitting there in Division 1 and just got a 2-0 against Avada Kadablyat, and you guys are like on holiday trolling on Discord. Well
Exactly.
done.
I think that's kind of a good way as well, because
Excellent,
we're
excellent.
all chilled, no pressure.
The other thing is as well, and I've got to point out, your attitude is very positive, and your team's having fun and everything very positive. That's what HeroesLounge is about. That's what the game's about, and that's the message Blizzard certainly tries to spread with the community that we serve. So, no, that's positive. Have you got any talent-related questions,
Just
Jeroni?
sorry, how do you pronounce the Dahaka player's name? Zago?
We are Portuguese, so his real name is Shago.
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 Yeah, Shago. Yeah, that's it.
butchered
But you
that.
can call him Zago, whatever.
We were calling him Zago, yeah. And
Yeah,
how do I say the Genji's name?
Galerios.
Galerios.
Right, I think we were calling
Yeah,
him Gilroy.
You called him Gilroy. You definitely did.
So the Dahaka at level 4 went instead of the increased essence from minions, went the increased essence from takedowns. Is
Yep.
that because you feel like there's more takedowns happening around the shrine area, and he can't really?
Absolutely not. He fucked up with that.
Oh,
Oh.
so you mentioned.
Yeah, if you'll see in future games, if you have the chance to cast us and see some of our games, you'll see that Shago, he's our main troll.
All right.
He will be playing weird stuff. He will be picking weird talents just because that's him. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So
Just because that's
yeah,
him. So
Yeah,
are
that's
you
him.
are you all Portuguese then? Is that what we're saying? Are you all friends and you're all Portuguese? Is that what this is?
we have 4 Portuguese and 2 people that are not from Portugal.
I see. So the lineup that's tonight,
4 Portuguese and 1 American guy.
one American that lives in Europe?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Nice.
Right, okay. Which one's the American?
I think he was playing under the name Blinks.
Blinks.
Yeah, Blinks.
I see. Okay. So the rest of you, are you friends IRL? or?
Three of us, like we've been playing together since HOTS released, so we have a pretty
Brilliant.
good synergy.
Awesome.
Well, now that you've brought that up, that's my next question. Let me go back here for a sec. Is this your first season in Heroes Lounge?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I see. Have you been familiar with Heroes Lounge before now, or?
We planned on playing Heroes Launch before, but we had some problems and we couldn't really get the people together. And some were going through school, others just had found their first job, so it wasn't really a good time to start dedicating too much on this. But now we feel that we tried Open Division not this round, but last round.
Okay, yeah.
And we were like position 5 or somewhere around that. So
wow.
Now we thought that we could get some practice on Heroes Launch as well and try to get better for the next Open Division.
Absolutely. Well, listen, if you're going to be in the next window of Open Division, you might see Jabroni and I casting your games.
Nice.
So yeah, we might actually.
We'll take a note of your team. We'll keep an eye out for you.
If we spot you, we'll go for you guys.
Our producer normally lets us select what we're kind of following that each week and stuff. So within Europe anyway, and we'll keep an eye out for you. There's a lot of Heroes Lounge teams that we see go into the Open Division, but it'd be cool to see positive teams such as yourself do well in that environment. So
it's really nice that you guys give this tier 2 teams the chance to get some regular competition and practice before we move into a more serious competition like Open Division.
Well, before we go any further, then, have you got anything to ask about?
Nothing from me, homie.
Nothing about talents or anything. Okay, that's fine. At this point in an interview, we normally allow the winner to have an opportunity to say anything. Have you got any shout-outs at all or anything?
Nah, just I think my team will be watching this interview, so I'm even scared to go back into the Discord chat. They will just troll me all the way. But yeah,
they're not going to be happy with what you've been saying.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for everyone who's been watching us, and thanks to you guys for casting our games.
Not a problem. We enjoy it. We look forward to it, and we'll see you again. So this was round 2. I would need to check how you got on in round 1. Did you win round 1?
We won, but we didn't really play the game. The other team quit the Heroes Lounge. So
all right. Okay.
We got biased on the first game.
So, all right.
But we're gonna play the next game against Don Our Fedoras, which I think they are pretty popular here in the lounge.
They're a known team for sure. They've been around for a few years. They're a known team. Yeah.
So I think I'm looking forward for that match.
Okay. I might keep my eye out for that one. All right. Well, best of luck once again. Congratulations to your team. Commiserations to your opponents, and we will see you again soon.
Yeah. See you guys. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Okay. So that, of course, was Diet of Team Below Average, and they did very well. Clean slate this week. Eh?
Clean slate.
That's what I meant to say. What did I just say?
Clean slate. So it was in between a clean sheet, which a goalkeeper gets, and a clean slate, which is another phrase.
Oh, right.
So you went for a clean slate.
That's exactly what it is. So, as everyone in the audience has picked up, yes, they do have a Dahaka player called Shago, and he is being duped for this evening's MVP. So, yeah, we'll just go with that. The unofficial thing that we've never done before. This series MVP goes to Shago. Well
We've done this before, I think.
Have we?
We have done it, but it was way back when.
Was that when we were doing the Biceps of Truth?
I don't know. Maybe. But it's something we'll incorporate because it's cool. And do you know what the MVP gets?
What's he get?
A shout out saying congratulations MVP. You don't get
well, there you go. If the audience would like to see the Biceps of Truth come back as well, you need to let us know.
Shago the Dahaka.
Where's the... I need to throw this up on screen as well. Of course, this is Heroes Lounge. If you'd like to participate in Heroes Lounge, you can do so by going to HeroesLounge.gg, the website, and if you want to see what games are scheduled and where they're being broadcast, you can go to /calendar after that. So www.heroeslounge.gg /calendar. Me and Jabroni After the break, we'll be back regular on Monday and Tuesday nights at the HTC.
We were on a break.
We were on a break, so we will be broadcasting the Open Division. However, in between breaks and for any other weeks and things like that, on the odd occasion, we will be doing Heroes Lounge. The team that we are next broadcasting is Senior Citizens Club against Looking for Name. That's it. And it was meant to be tomorrow, but it's now been moved to Sunday. And you're not doing it?
You have somebody else.
Well, if you're available, I think
I could look into that then, yeah.
we will investigate if my regular co-caster will be doing it, or we'll be utilising the new Heroes Lounge caster who I've casted with recently, which is the Joy K. Joy.
Especially if
Okay.
we're doing the MVP kind of thing, because we know, like, for example, Gabriel wouldn't get MVP. So it would just be good to maybe even be involved in that. So yeah.
Gabriel, of course, being team captain of Senior Citizens Club, who famously likes to quit out games 15 seconds before they start. So that's very good. Okay, well, thanks very much for tuning in. We will now go to. Oh, and hang on, it's about to appear on screen, so I'll wait for this first. There we go. Shining Raven, thanks very much. Thanks very much for following. Really appreciate that. You've of course now won 10 points, which you can use for our giveaway and enter our raffles and things. So thanks very much. Okay, so now that that's happened, I can now go to this screen. Where is it?
Oh my god, that doesn't look like.
No, hang on, I've got to find it. Where
It
is
looks like you have braces in that screen.
What when I was cheesy in there?
In the other one. They went because the green screen. Right. I'm gonna get my dinner.
I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to get to the end. You can't get any dinner until I get
Bye bye. Thank you. Have a good time.
this. Should I just put... Hang on.
No, I'm gone.
I'm trying my best. Hang on. What happens when I do this? Hang on, I'd have to turn that off as well. Oh, Gabriel!
Subscribe.
Thanks for subscription. Look at that girl dance. Look at her go. Right. Oh my god, I'm taking so long to do this. Hold on. Here we
Right.
go.
Bye bye.
For those of you watching this, by the way, this is when Jabroni and I went to the Western Clash with a few people this year. So there was a snowstorm called the Beast from the East that prevented us getting there for a couple of days. That's Timmers. Look at him. He's such a mink eating like that.
A sniper's nightmare is what people say about his head.
Yeah. So we were picked up by Blizzard to go over and get some interviews and things. It was a good laugh. It was a lot of fun. That's where Timmers used to live.
Right. Bye bye.
Well, that's you going, Jabroni.
I'm going.
I'm going to watch this.
Can
with
you
the
mute
viewers.
me while I get out?
Just turn your microphone off.
There was me giving a nod.
There's Jabroni and Danielle and Timmers and that. Look at this.
There we go. We're waiting for the play to be guys. That's what we're.
A Tripalovsky. That's us dancing there in Poland. Jabroni's trying his best to try and subtly get out of the studio here. That's Cyber Machina Bar. It's a really cool place. That's us coming home drunk from being at the bars after a whole day of watching esports. Are you managing back there, Jabroni? What is going on? Oh, I can't breathe. What are you doing? Woo! That is too funny. Did you break anything? Did you? Is Kerrigan okay? Is she? Please tell me she's not broken. Is Tyrael's wing being snapped off as well? Oh no! God, that was just too funny. God, that was, honestly, that was, I can't breathe at how funny that was. Oh my gosh. Have you broken her? Have you broken her? Saying homie doesn't make this better. I hope they're not broken. Wait, put her back in her stand. Right, okay. Okay, that's better. That's better. Is Illidan okay as well? Oh my gosh. Oh jeez, we're still streaming! Right, hang on. How do I... Where's the thing? Right, okay, bye-bye everybody, thanks for watching.